Hello everyone, welcome to our Heroes Go video tutorial brought to you by ESC Soft Incorporated. In this segment we'll be going over a key element in Heroes Go, which is a required item for certain high level skills, and the transformation ability, which is inherent in all classes. And now to talk a little about the crystals and crystallization, we can see the crystal count over here is 50, and this correlates with how many crystals you have in your inventory. Crystals are used for certain skills in the game. So when you actually do class change and obtain certain high-level skills, some of them, the material required is crystals. And our transformation ability, which is inherent in all classes, it allows you to activate your Neo Blood and to transform into one of your other forms. And to use that, to be able to transform, you need to use up 2 crystals. So basically, you're required to have crystals to be able to use these specific elements in the game. And to obtain crystals, if you go through the content and you obtain like armors and weapons that you don't actually need, or they're not upgrades for you, you can actually come to the bladesmith over here, Hubert, and go ahead and crystallize. And you're given the option to crystallize items. Now this crystallization isn't just for crystals, it's also to obtain ether stones, which is for upgrading items. So if I obtain an ether stone in armor, so I can actually upgrade armor, it would be a requirement. It's a material. And if I crystallize a weapon and I obtain an ether stone for a weapon, I'm able to upgrade certain weapons depending on the grade and such. So I'll go ahead and crystallize these 2 items that I obtained during my questing, since I don't actually need them. So I'm going to go ahead and crystallize it. And we see over here I actually obtained 2 crystals for the armor and 3 crystals for the shoulders. So in total I got 5 crystals and 1 ether stone armor. And it's actually pretty good. The chances of obtaining crystals is very high depending on what grade you crystallize. And the higher grade armor will yield you a lot more crystals, so it's very simple to continue on obtaining crystals. You can farm for crystals by basically going to lesser level dungeons and obtaining items and weapons and being able to crystallize them. So once you have your crystals, I want to show you an element where you have to use your crystals. I went ahead and got in a dungeon over here, and we're going to use the transformation ability, which is default on B, and it basically activates your Neo Blood inherent transformation ability, which is also distinguished by your class. So if you go ahead and press B, you'll use up a crystal, and then depending on what type of ability and combo you use with your transformation, there's certain combos you can do. However, there's one specific kill combo which is done by all classes, and it's just basically mashing B, and it allows you to use up another crystal to eradicate a lot of people in an AoE ability. It's very useful. However, the transformation gauge, it basically uses up the entirety of the transformation gauge. And you can upgrade this in the transformation tab a little more to mitigate how much it uses up. However, it's probably one of your one-hit KOs for a lot of enemies that aren't bosses and that aren't higher leveled individuals or monsters. And there's other combos that you can do while transformed that doesn't use up any crystals. However, the actual transformation ability does use up crystals. And so that's basically a little info about the crystal function in the game. It's very important to always have a good chunk of crystals when going into high level dungeons, just because you don't want to run out of them during really key moments. So thank you guys for watching this segment. We'll have further segments explaining other elements in the game. If you're interested, go ahead and watch those. So thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day, guys.